morning, my fantastic, fabulous, wonderful friends. Do you know what today is? What day could it be? Okay, I haven't seen you since Friday. So that's Friday right there. Starts with an F. Saturday, back up to the top. Sunday was yesterday. So what could today be? It's the day after Sunday. Let's sing it. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. All right. Well done. So today is Monday. Oh, wow. Check this out. M for Monday. And M for what month is it? Oh, did you figure it out? January, February, March, and April, May. Did you say May? Fantastic. And what number month is it? It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th month in the year. And it is the 24th today. Let's see. I have a calendar right there. And guess what? This is the last full week of May. Oh my goodness. What does that mean? What happens at the end of May? Do we get to start a new month? We do. Oh, what comes next? If May is the 5th month, what's the 6th month? How can we figure this out? What about if we sang the song? Oh, fantastic. Yes, if we sing the song, we will figure out what the 6th month is, and we will know what next month will be. Okay, let's do it. January, February, March, and April, May, June. Next month will be June and the beginning of summer. Yes, the seasons change at the end of June. Wow. What season are we in right now? Did you say spring? Yes, good job. Let's see. Do you remember what all 4 seasons were? We should start in winter. Let's see. Winter is the first one that we're going to start with, and that happens in December. And then it becomes spring in March. And then it becomes summer in June. And then what's next? Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Yeah, fall. So fall happens at the end of September. Do you like that little song? I kind of like that little song. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. All you got to do is call. And it rhymes. Fall and call. Oh, it's fantastic. So winter, spring, summer, fall, and we are at the end of spring. It will soon be the beginning of summer. What kind of weather do we have in summer? Is it really cold? Or is it getting hot? Yes, summer is warm weather. I have a counting problem. So, did you know I have chickens? I have chickens. And I went to the chicken coop. And guess what I got? Do you know what those are? Yes, you do. Those are eggs. But I want to know how many eggs I got. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking I got a lot. But how much is a lot? I want to know, do I have more than a dozen? Ooh, there's a fun one. How much is a dozen? A dozen is 12. Do you think I have more than 12 eggs? Do you? Oh my goodness. Can we count and find out? Okay, I'm going to hold this up. And hopefully I can set these down. And they won't roll all over the table because that could be messy if they roll off the table. Okay, wish me luck. Let's count and let's see if I have a dozen. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys are counting with me, right? Okay, good job. 7, 8. All right, none have rolled off the table yet. Where were we at? 8, 9, 10. Ooh, only 2 more till a dozen. Ho-ho! I think I had more than a dozen. Okay, so that was 10. What comes next? What's after 10? 11, 12. That's our dozen. 12 eggs. 12 is a dozen. So let's see how many over a dozen we have. Okay, so 12, 13, 14. You are doing so good. Let's see, another 2. 14, 15, 16. One more. What comes after 16? 17. Oh my goodness, my chickens gave us 17 eggs. Wow. Whoa. And all of the eggs are safe. So none of them rolled off the table. Thank goodness. Thank you for counting with me. That was fantastic. Okay, I'm going to have to put some of these eggs back in here because I have another project that I want to talk to you about later. And guess where the eggs are? They are on top of it. That's not going to work. Okay, let me clean these guys up. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we're going to add all the way back up to 17. So let's see. 12 is a dozen. So let's count up from 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have a dozen eggs and 5 extra. That's pretty neat, huh? And that's so cool that you know what a dozen is now. Ooh, that is fun. Okay, I don't want things to go too much further without reading a book to you. Because I found this really neat book. Do you see all these cool cutouts? This is what I want to talk to you about. So this book is called Matisse's Garden, and he's an artist. Are you an artist? Raise your hand if you're an artist. Yes, you are an artist. And if you didn't raise your hand, you should, because I think you are an artist. Okay, so Matisse's Garden, and it says it's by Samantha Friedman. Illustrations are by Christina Amadeo, and with reproductions of work by Henri Matisse. Oh, look at this. What is Matisse cutting out? I wonder. One day, the artist, Henri Matisse, cut a small bird from a piece of white paper. Do you ever cut things out of paper? You do? Oh, fantastic. It was a simple shape, but he liked the way it looked and didn't want to throw it out, so he pinned it to the wall of his apartment to cover up a stain. So there was a little mark on his wall, and he cut out a bird and put that over the top of it. How fun. Oh, wait, what's happening here? The bird seemed lonely by itself, so Matisse cut out more shapes which joined the bird on the wall. Wow, he cut lots of shapes. Whoa, look at how fun this is getting. As he cut shape after shape from the white paper, he thought about a trip that he had taken many years before to the island of Tahiti. The shapes looked like the birds and the fish and the seaweed that he had seen there. And as his scissors glided through the paper, he thought about how a bird must feel when it flies. And as he cut, Matisse felt like he too was flying. Oh, he's caught up in his art. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, he has made a really neat art walls. That's cool. Soon his walls were covered with plant and animal shapes. They captured the feeling of soaring and the sensation of swimming, but they didn't convey the bright blue of the sky or the deep blue of the sea. So he made a new work, and this time pinning his white forms to sheets painted with azure and marine blue. Those are two different colors of blue, azure and marine. Ooh, oh, and guess what? This page opens really big. Okay, oh my goodness. Ah, look at how big this book gets. Woo! Do you see all the different shapes? And these background colors in here, that's marine and azure blue. How beautiful. Okay, let's see if I can turn the page because I don't want the pages to get bent. Okay. When he saw how the colors brought his shapes to life, he asked his assistants to paint sheets of paper in a range of shades from vermilion to lemon to violet. Instead of using only white paper, he decided he would make his shapes by cutting directly into color. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be another big page. Let's find out. He tried a pink leaf against a background of orange and a green leaf against a background of black. He cut leaves of other hues and set them against backgrounds of other shade, experimenting with different harmonies and contrasts, the way the colors played with and against each other. What counts most with colors are relationships, Matisse thought. Oh my goodness, look at all of these. So he's looking at how the red and the black look together, and the blue and the light blue, and this turquoise and the red and the blue and the yellow, and all of these different colors and how they work with each other. That's really neat. Do you do that when you're coloring? Do you see how colors work with each other? I bet you do. Okay, let's see. Ooh, doesn't quite lay flat. Matisse cut and he cut, and the leftover paper fell to the floor. Oh, there's a kitty cat. And then he realized that every shape he cut created another shape, and instead of throwing away the leftover pieces, he added them to the composition. They weren't leftovers after all. Oh, there we go. We've got cool shapes. And look at this, he's using the negative space, the leftovers. Sometimes the shapes he cut were simple, like squares. What did he do with these squares? Oh, those squares, they became bees. But when he arranged them in just the right way, they took flight, like a swarm of bees. Wow, look at this. So this is how all of those squares ended up looking like bees. Wow, do you think you could make a drawing so beautiful with squares? I bet you could. All right, he composed his shapes to show familiar scenes, like a woman in a room with a vase of flowers. It looks like, do you think he's cutting her hair? It's the same color. And he turned familiar objects into simple forms, which he then composed into patterns. Wow. Do you like doing patterns? Me too. Now we've got all of the cool pictures. His cutouts started very small, and they got larger, and then larger, as large as a wall. They're as large as the wall. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And until they stretched across the walls of his studio, curving around corners and covering doors. What's he making? And Matisse realized happily, I have made a little garden around me where I can walk. So there we go. There's Matisse's garden. Oh my goodness, look at how lovely that is. And there's his kitty cat. And that was the end. So my question to you is, what can you do with a cutout? So I had a piece of paper like this, and I picked yellow, and I folded it in half, and I got my scissors out, and what I did was I cut a little shape out of it. So this is the negative. Whoops. This is the part that I cut out. What do you think? What could this be? Uh-oh, it could be like teeth. Hum, hum, hum. Ah! And then I had my piece of paper, and I decided to do all of these cool rounded shapes. I was thinking of Matisse and his trip to Tahiti and his seaweed shapes. And I decided to cut a little keyhole inside of mine. So that was my fun shape, and it could be anything, right? This could be seaweed. It could be a really fantastic bug. It could be maybe a person with an extra pair of legs, because people only have 2 arms and 2 legs. That is 4. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe it's an idea of a person with 4 arms and 2 legs. I don't know, but that's the fun part with it, right? It could be anything. So I challenge you to cut out some beautiful artwork and make a beautiful picture. I will put some cool construction paper into your distance learning bag so that you've got some fun stuff to cut out and you can make some beautiful pictures. So, last thing, I want to talk about the mystery box. What do you think could be in our mystery box? First hint. It lives in the ocean. What could it be? It has 8 legs. Do you remember the word for 8? We talked about octagons having 8 sides. Oh, oct. Like October used to be the 8th month. And then they added months. Now it's the 10th month. But oct means 8. So, an octagon, 8 sides. This is something that's found in the ocean and it has 8 legs. Which means it may start with oct. Did you figure it out? Do you know what it is? Did you say octopus? Oh my goodness, well done. Do you know how to make an octopus laugh? You give it 10 tickles. Tentacles. Ha! All right, my beautiful, fabulous friends. I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Both of those start with T, especially since today started with M, and so May starts with M as well. All right. Hasta mañana. Mwah.